Fruend with Nevada Live Magazine, and I'm here with Colton Gubler, who just won the S.N.O.R.E Class 12 Championship. He is a much beloved son of Lincoln County, and we are so tickled to talk to him a little bit about his racing. Colton, tell us a little bit about your race roots and where you started in racing.
Well, I started racing when I was about 5 years old. Started out on just a little 50 quad and moved up to a dirt bike about 6 years old, and then I just raced dirt bikes my whole life up until about 2011, 2012, and we were racing professionally in dirt bikes, and then finally I won enough championships and I felt comfortable to move up, and we've always followed off-road racing, and so my parents stepped me into a off-road race car, and we moved up in off-road buggies, and then I took my first championship in an off-road car in the 1800 championship, and then just 2 years ago we moved up to a new class, Class 12, which is a much bigger, high-powered class, and we finally took the championship in Class 12 for 2016, where we, after the year, we just sold the race car and we moved up into some dirt track racing, circle track, and we'll be next year and in following years we'll definitely be moving up after that as well.
You know, you come from a family of race champions with Regan and Tammy Gubler, who for female racing has done an awful lot out there. I see behind us that you've got a modified and a sprint car. Let's walk over. Tell us a little bit about your new toys for 2017.
Well, right here we have what is called an IMCA modified. They race all over the nation. I mean, California all the way to New York. Any place that you go, you can see these cars race, and a very popular class in dirt track racing. And I mean, most of the great NASCAR drivers came from these, and they're fairly simple race cars, but very inexpensive. But they got a lot of horsepower, and it's more of a driver's race car. So this is what I'll be wheeling next year. Throughout the whole year, we'll be pushing our limits and trying to win some championships in this car. This car right here is what we call it's a Western Mini Sprint, and mostly these cars, they're legal over here just in the West Coast area, and there's only a couple series that allow these cars to run around here, but they're very high power. I mean, 1,000cc motors straight out of a street bike, and the weight to power ratio is insane. I mean, these cars are very fast, and they're very dangerous too, but safety precautions and everything keep you very safe. And
let me ask you a question. So back over here to the modified, how fast does it go? And it's on a roundy-round track?
Yes.
So how many laps do you usually do?
It depends on the different types of races. Most of the races we'll be doing, there's a heat race, which is require about 15-20 laps, and then you do your heat race, and that sets you up for your main event. And that wherever you finish in your heat race is where you start in your main event. And so you'll start your main event, and usually main events last 25-30 laps. And so it's nothing like off-road racing, what we have been doing, where you're racing 3 to 4 or 5 hours at a time in one day. But these 15-20 minutes and you're done. But these race every single weekend, and so compared to off-road racing, we only had 6 races a year. So it's definitely a different change in game.
So, Colton, as I look around, you came up from dirt bikes and into off-road racing and now into modified and sprint cars. Colton, for all of our people that we have out there, and you have a huge following, how old are you?
I'm 21 years old and been racing my entire life.
Because I know with your mom and dad, they talk about how they put you into the desert buggies and stuff when you were just a baby. Doing these things, and you've been all over the 4 or 5 states racing.
Yeah.
With S.N.O.R.E, which is Southern Nevada Off-Road Race Enthusiast.
Yes.
And is that most of what the racing has been, is with S.N.O.R.E, or have you done any Bore or any of the others?
We've done we've mostly done S.N.O.R.E. That's where we've won championships in, but we've definitely attended a lot of Best in the Desert races. The local race for Best in the Desert is the Silver State 300 they have yearly, which is it's a 300-mile point-to-point race. And last year, we attended that race and we did. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like 1 minute. And last year we attended it, and my mother and I raced together. I raced on a dirt bike, and I started, and I went about 150 miles, and then I hopped off the dirt bike, and my mom, she started in a buggy and followed, and she went 150 miles, and I hopped in the race car and actually finished the race in 150 miles. So it was like a double duty kind of race, and it's pretty special to me, so especially for the local race.
So you live in Caliente, Nevada, and then most of your races, because there was 6 in S.N.O.R.E, take you all over Nevada and California. And then with the sprint and the modified, are those also Utah, Nevada, where else?
The modified, we'll probably attend quite a few races in California, Nevada especially, northern Nevada, northern Utah, southern Utah, and Idaho, and Arizona.
Sounds like you're going to have a very fun 2017 all over the place.
Yes.
Well, Colton Gubler, thanks for talking with us here at Nevada Live Magazine, and congratulations on your Class 12 S.N.O.R.E Championship.
Thank you.
We'll be following your career.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.